morning. Alright, Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Thank you ever so much. Alright, so subject matter. Okay, we got something over 2,000 years old. Something or someone. Okay. I'm feeling very much in a daze. It's like I'm here and I'm conscious, but you know them ones where you kind of stare off into a distance and you just feel very relaxed. It's like I put something on pause. Hang on, let me see. It's like I'm looking in a direction, but I'm not really looking at anything. You know them ones? So let's see. That must have something to do with what's going on here because I was absolutely fine before I came into this reading. And then since I got here, it's like I had to power myself down. And then it's like there's a cloudiness. Should I call it not really cloudiness, but more of a, it's like I'm present, but I'm kind of absent. So it's like there's a part of me that's present and there's a part of me that's absent. That's the best way I can describe what vibe I was in just now. But I was very relaxed. So it's kind of like a form of disassociation. Hmm. So it's like somebody's kind of running from an issue. It's like they prefer to be in a daze rather than tackle the problem head on. Okay. All right. So the subject matter was age over 2,000 years. Now we have listened to your intuition, it knows. And we have age, birth to. It says 10 years, but when the card came out, I was hearing from birth till now. Okay. So there's something that's been going on from the inception of something or from the beginning of something or someone until now. But the intuition has been speaking, but I don't think it was being listened to. So it's like someone knows something that they're either trying to avoid knowing, or someone knows something that they're straight up ignoring. But it's in one's best interest to listen to what your intuition is telling you. Something that's been going on from the beginning of this 2,000 year period till now. Okay. So we got the secret is out. So there's something that can't be hidden anymore. Whatever this is that was coming to the intuition is now common knowledge. We got male. So male could be talking about an actual man or men, or it could be talking about somebody who was trying to accomplish something, because the masculine energy is the energy that we all get into when we're trying to make things happen. The feminine energy is the energy that we all get into when we've done the work and it's time to receive. Okay. So the secret is out. Whatever someone's been going after, or a group, or maybe even the whole of humanity. Okay. We got runaway and money. Okay. Let's see that again. So the secret is out. So there's something going on with money right now where it's like money is getting away from us. So it's like the way that we've been going after money, and it's like the more we try to go after it is the more it goes away, or the more whoever this is, whether it's a group or a person, try to go after it. For 2,000 years it's been happening. It's been running away. Okay. So there's some sort of formula that somebody is applying to the acquisition of money or the pursuit of income that is not working. The formula is not a good formula. Okay. Let's see what else. So we got soil and reptilian. Okay. So the reptilian energy is that energy where we don't care. Dog eat dog world. We step on anybody at any time to get what we want. Everybody has a price. Well, almost everybody has a price. They'll take payoffs to do bad things. As long as nobody find out about it, they don't care. Just corruption. Reptilian energy talks about corruption and soil. So soil is dirt. Okay. Soil, reptilian. And it's like when I see the soil and the reptilian coming out together, what I'm getting is the reptilian energy has been used in the wrong way. So it's like the reptilian energy would be our devil energy, but if you get into your reptilian energy for defense, it's different. So it's like whoever has been going about getting money with this horrible formula, like a dog eat dog world kind of mentality, they have been soiling their reptilian energy because we all have light and dark. Reptilian energy represents the dark side of all of us. It's not just a bunch of people that they claim say run society behind the scenes. It's something that's in all of us. Nephilim energy is in all of us. Anunnaki energy is in all of us. Reptilian energy is in all of us. It just depends on what version of ourselves we choose to be and for what reason and when. So if somebody is, say, coming after you to hurt you and you choose to defend yourself, you get into your reptilian energy. You get into that energy where it's KILL or BKILLED kind of energy. That's reptilian energy. Okay. So let's just, the way that they've been describing these people who is sitting at the top of the financial food chain, they've been trying to give them attributes as if, say, they are greater than we are. They're not greater than we are. We make them who they are, because their riches wouldn't be possible if we, the people, the common people, weren't spending money. Their power wouldn't be possible if we, the regular people, weren't carrying out their orders. You understand? So these people are not as scary or as powerful as they have led us to believe. We give them that power. Let's just make that clear. So anyway, the secret is out. The way that these people have been going about acquiring money, it's not been working. Money has been running away the more they try to get it. And they have basically soiled their reptilian energy, meaning they're using their gangster energy wrong. It's not called for. And that's the reason why money has been running away from them. It's because of how they're going about getting the money. Let's see. We got age over 300 years and changed nationality, simpler life. So as of about 300 years ago, something happened when it comes to how we go about. These stupid fumes that are coming from this phone, it's annoying. Can y'all please stop? Ugh. So as of about 300 years ago, they changed the way that they've been dealing with this money game. And we got simpler life. So, okay, up until 300 years ago, well, beyond 300 years ago, we go back, we were just coming out of, let's say, slavery. So, the way that they've been going out is by kidnapping people. Up until then, excuse me, because I don't think I have a 400 years card here. I couldn't make one of all of the ages because it's already a lot of cards in the deck. But I don't remember making a 400 year card. Kind of skipped a few years in between each one. Oh yeah, I do have one. Okay, so, okay, let's go back into history a little bit. So, like I was saying, so 300 years ago, uh, they had already abolished physical slavery, the chains and the whips and uh, going after forcing people to stay on black people to stay on these plantations and stuff that had already come to an end. So they by then black people were incorporated into free society. Free society. Um so let's see. So changed nationality to a simpler life. I'm not getting this as being actual nationality. It's just they changed the way that they did things to something that's more simple, but their objective was still the same, to be the one with all the money and the power, the authority. Oh God, that's all right. Let's read on. So we got a mix of, yeah, so they mixed in a whole bunch of things. And as we look at society today and how the money game goes, we can see how they changed things up. Okay. And over the last 300 years, they've been making moves, more and more moves, but they're more and more reptilian moves, more and more negative moves to make money. Okay. And the secret is out. So now we all know that things are not right. It's not fair. Even those who are doing the damage, they know that it's not fair. And they know that the secret is out. Okay, so we got Indian. I'm going to clarify that card because they may not be talking about actual Indians. Or maybe he's talking about the Indians who occupied the land before. I'm going to clarify. Indian, and then we got 3,000 years. So that's before the 2,000 year mark. Okay. And we got criminal secret society. New name. Oh my God, this is definitely talking about America. And we got, does their energy seem familiar? They changed the educational system. And this doesn't have to be talking about actual educational system. They just kind of change the story. But they will learn life lessons from doing so, from living this thug life. So this sound like it's talking about America, the the rich people in America who try to run the whole world, okay, and how they got it in the first place. So over 2,000 years ago, they started, but before that, the Indians were there, and then the criminal secret society came in and gave America a new name. But we have, does their energy seem familiar? So, and then we got changed educational institution. Okay, we need to clarify some of this so we can make proper sense of it. But this very much sounds like America's story and where we're at now with it, because they are the leading money power of the world. Even though, let's say, Europe's currency is bigger than theirs, and I think the euro is also more, it costs more than theirs. America generally run things because they're bullies, reptilian energy, they're ruthless, they're thugs. They don't play fair, and they have a lot of tactics, and they have a lot of people who have been helping them to establish their power and their presence where they do not belong and where they should not have power. Okay, like in the Caribbean. But let's see. what God wanted to tell us about this Indian energy. You want to tell us about this Indian energy? I feel like this is talking about those who inhabited America before. So it's like the dismantle card is just upright. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ah, patience. God say, I'm undoing this shit. Just be patient, okay? We gonna fix it. Just wait. It's gonna take some time. So in the meantime, stay alive. Take care of yourself and your family. Okay? Stop thinking about death. That shit don't exist. God created life to be lived and enjoyed so that we can worship our God and love each other and experience creation. Okay? I mean, if you want to leave the realm of the living, you can go, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. You just have to take care of yourself and form a good relationship with the divine and get into contract with the divine and hold up your end of the bargain, just like people make deals with the devil. We make deals with the Most High. Okay? It works the same both ways. Okay, so clarifying the Indian energy in this reading. America is not a white man's country, okay? Historically, America is not. America was stolen. The country was stolen by the Europeans, okay? Just like they steal everywhere else. They even stole the Caribbean. Look who's coming behind. Europeans, okay? They changed their race. They basically changed the identity, and I guess they're going after the Caribbean now. So what they did to America, now they're gonna try to do to Jamaica and the Bahamas. Any valuable Caribbean country need to watch themselves because they're gonna set out to take it from you. So all these places that were once covered in black faces are going to be covered in European faces, as if that's where they came from. Just like they went and took over South Africa, they're going to try to take over other parts of the world that they want to live in because they want to live there and they don't give a fuck and you can't do anything about it. That's how they think. And be like, I did it here, I did it here, I did it here, I did it here, and I'm going to do it in your country. And there's nothing that you can do. Thug life. So, clarifying the Indian. Because some seriously crazy things are happening in Jamaica right now. And I guess they're trying to discourage people from wanting to live there. And we can expect to see things like this happening in other countries, which will cause mass migration. And then the Europeans will just move in and start to take over the land and set up residence there. It's ours now type of energy. That's their plan. Anyway. God says we're about to dismantle that, and we're going to start with what they did in America. So some real things, like some real interesting things that we haven't seen happen in America in a very long time, that's been due to happen, is actually going to start happening. We just have to have patience. God said, I'm going to correct all this stupid shit that these people who had the power of guardianship over the earth have done. They have misused their power. They have abused their power. They have abused their riches. They've abused their pursuit of riches. And they're now being held accountable for it. So right now they're going through spiritual court cases, since nobody in the actual courts have the balls or the backbone to hold these criminals accountable. The police don't police when it comes to these people. The lawyers don't practice law when it comes to these elite criminals. The judges do not judge justly when it comes to these elite criminals. So since y'all can't do it, or not even can't, since y'all won't do it, God is going to step in and do it. It's going to happen. So all y'all who think that you are above the law of the land, you're not above spiritual law. And that go for you police and judges and the whole law enforcement system who know that these things are going on. You probably know who is doing this bullshit. And instead of holding them accountable and correcting this shit, you're choosing to help them to continue to do this shit. You're gonna pay too. Spiritual court is now in session. There's a court of conscience. Nature is the let me see how they say it in the law of the land. So nature would be the spiritual district attorney. Your conscience is the lawyer asking you questions. Yeah. And nature is the district attorney, right? District attorney and lawyer is the same thing. So I'm going to work it out for you. I'm going to show you how the setup is. And God is the judge. God is the witness. God is the jury. But your conscience is how nature communicates with you, or how God communicates with you in this matter. And you can't stop yourself from seeing the truth, because you already know the truth of what you've been doing and what you have not been doing that you're supposed to be doing. I'm going to figure it out for you, and then I'm going to lay it out for you how it's set up. But spiritual court is a real thing. You are going to be held accountable. You will not be able to find peace within your own mind. And you will not be able to find peace in your own body. Court is in session. This is your jail. And also this is your jail. Heaven and hell is a state of mind. You're about to go to hell if you're not there already. You're going to wish for death. You're going to wish to hide your face. And you will not be able to do either of those things. I'm just a messenger. Let's see what the Indian card is talking about. bottom of the deck, we got healing. Yeah, so I feel it's talking about the Indians who occupied the Americas they before it was taken over by the Europeans and renamed criminal society, gave it a new name of the Americas. So this isn't talking about the Indians of I don't know if y'all see this as racist, but they're not talking about the Indians who talk like this, okay? They're talking about the hi ya 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 them Indians, the ones that come up in the cowboy movies. I was about to say something. I won't. But that's the best way I can describe the distinctive difference between these two sets of people that are called Indians. I don't believe they're the same people. So let's check, see if this is meant to be upright or not. Use more light like this. So it's in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. So Indian is being clarified by teach in the reverse. So let's see. So we got the secret is out, the way that they're going about getting money and owning land and all these things for 2,000 years has been off. Okay. And isn't it funny? 2,000 years, and that's the amount of time that they talk about the Jesus concept and Jesus's return and all these things. Ain't that peculiar? Okay, anywho. So as of 300 years or so ago, they changed the way that they've been doing things to a simpler way. Still the same concept, which is to steal, you know, uh, I say kill, steal, and destroy. Okay, kill, destroy, or destroy, kill, and steal. Okay, because it's easier the way how they've been going about stealing money now. It's easier, it's less messy and all these things. Okay, that's why they make fumes come from my phone so that when I inherit some kind of respiratory disease, like or bad eyesight, it look like it's something that I've been doing to myself. Okay, when it's really and truly sabotage. That's why they got the the fumes, whatever gas chamber vibe they got going on in the light. They did that so that I could get really ill with respiratory infections and stuff, and nobody would have ever been the wiser. They would think that I died of a natural death, when really and truly they're trying to kill me through covert means. Okay, and that's why I fucking talk. Okay. The other day, day before yesterday, there was a young man upstairs. I don't think it's the one who lives there. I think it's a friend that he has that comes over, and he was shouting something about what is it? Something about his rifle. Like they were trying to, and he was talking real loud. He was just shouting down the place. And as soon as I ran for my phone to record him, he stopped. So whoever sent him to try to intimidate me with these words of destruction, they probably stopped him from talking like that. I wanted to record him and upload him so he can get his 15 minutes of fame. But anywho, yeah, I'm not scared. If I was scared, I would have stopped a long time ago. Because look how many of you against me and the small team that is now behind me. Yeah, at one point it was just me and God. And now the team is growing where people want to protect me. So if I wasn't scared then, I'm definitely not going to be afraid of you and what you could do to me now. And the only thing you can do to me is what God allow you to do to me. So if God allow you to shoot me, I'll take the gunshot. If God allow you to cause me respiratory problems, I'll take it. But how long have I been living in this gas chamber house and I'm still fine? The most I have is the sniffles. What you been going around telling people that I'm a cocaine user? I don't even know what the fuck cocaine look like. I don't do drugs and I do not drink. I smoke tobacco. I would love to smoke weed, but it has a weird reaction with whatever other chemicals y'all be putting in my body. So I don't smoke weed for that reason. And I will smoke real weed, not the fuckeries that y'all are making today. I do not do any form of drugs. I have never done any form of drugs. I smoke weed and I burn tobacco. Now, since I can't smoke weed anymore. Take the occasional Heineken. Drink the occasional wine or champagne. Preferably champagne. And that's it. Moving on. So we got a mix of, and then we have Indian. Teach in the reverse. So the Indians were not taught, or what they were taught wasn't the truth. Okay? So let's see. So 2,000 years. Okay, so then this one say age over 3,000 years. Criminal Secret Society gave it a new name. Okay. Because when was this slavery thing? I swear I see like 14. But this is a long time ago. There's been some shit happening. This is long time ago. Because now is the year, what they call 2025. So they started counting. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's see what this is saying. So we got teach in the reverse, yeah? Clarifying the Indians. So whatever the Indians, the Indians who belonged to the Americas before the Europeans came, whatever they were being taught was not their truth. Okay? You see the underlying issue. Invest and begin again. All is fair in war. We got mother, mental health, patience. When it comes to this unfairness. So this says sexual infidelity, but we're not talking about any sex of any sort. We're talking about the way that the Europeans interacted with the Indians. It was unfair. Because all is fear in war. And the Indians were unprotected. They didn't have any way of protecting themselves. We got mature and nature's lessons. So in these times, there's been a big shift when it comes to the power dynamic of the Indians and the Europeans. So we're about to see some shit taking place. We got love and credit. Claim. They're about to take back their shit. And we got common. Listen to your conscience. Unrestrained indulgence or lack of self-discipline. So that's where they would come in and trick them and try to deter the ones who are determined to take their land back. Self-care. So they're saying Don't fall for the sexy girls and the sexy boys and the money bribes and all these things. They're not falling for all those things in these times. They have learned the game, and they want their culture, they want their identity, they want their land back. Okay? So, invest and begin again. So this is where it was taken over. This is where the Americas was taken over. So that's what's clarifying the Indian. So whatever they were saying to each other, the Indians in power, they were telling their people something, but it wasn't the truth. Okay? However they use, whatever psychological language, whatever psychological ideas they use to convince their people to be okay with the Europeans taking over the Americas, it was false. Okay? But now is the time where they correct. This generation is ready to correct what their ancestors did. They're ready to reclaim what is rightfully theirs, their birthright. Okay. But this timing is very interesting because the subject matter was 2,000 years ago. And after the Indian card, we got 3,000 years. So that's before. So that means the Indians have been plotting for 2,000 years to reclaim. And now the time has finally come. So imagine how many generations that is. But knowing these type of people, well, and the Indians, the other Indians too, they have people who live for very long time because they're very in touch with nature. So these people, they have a good relationship with Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. It's their culture to have a good relationship with the divine. And that's one of the reasons why I respect them. So, 3,000 years ago, these people, the Europeans emerged on the Americas, what is now called the Americas. So now the question is, what was it called before? What was America called before it was called America? What was America called by natives? Turtle Island is the name for the North American continent in many Native American cultures. This name comes from mythology, or rather mythologies, as every tribe has a slightly different version of Turtle Island and how it came to be. Interesting. What was America called? Let me put before. Let me ask how I was going to ask it. Before it was called America. Before 1776, names for the colonies varied significantly. They include 12 United English colonies of North America, United. Okay, I see why they say what did the natives call it. So the natives called it Turtle Island to some extent. So originally Turtle Island, stolen and renamed America. Okay, so let's see. And Turtle Island for real, because even me, I have this turtle image here that I remind myself because when it comes to nature, things happen very slowly. I even plan on getting a turtle tattoo because I need to remind myself to have patience. Slow down. Don't let them fool you in society thinking that you have to. Nah, that's how you lose. So imagine. So Turtle Island was stolen and renamed America about 3,000 years ago. And then the Indians have been plotting from 2,000 years ago to take back their island. Okay, let's see. So yeah, so the criminal society renamed and call it the Americas or America. And then we got, does their energy seem familiar? They changed the educational institution, but they will learn life lessons about this thug life that they did in the Caribbean. These Europeans changed their race. Because they don't really call themselves Europeans anymore. They call themselves Americans, innit? And this one said changed nationality to a simpler life. So they basically disassociated themselves from their roots. The Europeans in America who took over America, they disassociated themselves from their roots as Europeans. Okay? They call themselves Americans. Okay. Okay. So what else do we need to check out here, Most High? Okay. So we're going to look closely at the European energy. And you see, this is why it's not good to do bad. You see how long these seeds of injustice were planted? 3,000 years ago. And do you see how long the children of the sufferers have been planning and plotting their, what's the word? Their reclamation? They're planning to reclaim their stuff. They say, I want my stuff back. I don't care how long it takes. And they've been plotting and planning for 2,000 years. So what kind of conversation do those Indians have within their households? It's just like the Jews that were planning to take over society. It's like, what kind of conversations were these people having in the privacy of their homes with their children? Do you see what's happening here? And then everybody comes out into the world and everybody act like all is calm, all is bright. Oh yes, let's look at the European. Let's see what God want to tell us about the European energy in this story. So how many Indians have lived and died and not seen these times when what they've been planning for all their life? That's why I say age from birth until now. All their life, many of them have lived and have died and did not see this day come when they would actually see forward progress in reclaiming the Turtle Islands, also known as America. So how many of the elites generations have lived, enjoyed the spoils of their ancestors' thievery and murderous profession, okay? And now this generation that's enjoying or have inherited although all that money and land and power and all that stuff, they're now having to pay for what their ancestors did to another people that they thought they got away with. They thought it was all over. Very interesting story. We are very privileged to hear this side of the story. The news ain't gonna tell you this. But the Indians want to reclaim Turtle Islands. Hello. It's ours, just like Africa want to reclaim Africa. Hello, it's ours. You see? And they love to tell black people, why don't you go back to your own country, motherfuckers? Europeans, your people are in our country trying to steal every valuable thing and every valuable person. Why don't y'all go back to where the fuck you came from? I didn't jump on a plane and come here. Well, I did from Montserrat, but I didn't jump on a plane and go to Montserrat. I don't know, well, if I was born in Montserrat because they lied to me about who my mother was. So I don't even know if I actually was born in Montserrat. I don't know. But maybe I can't talk for myself in this one. But many of the people who are in the Caribbean, they didn't jump on a boat or buy a ticket or a plane ticket and actually take themselves there. Their ancestors, they didn't buy a ticket and willingly, freely took themselves to any Caribbean island. Do you know what I'm saying? And also some places in America, we didn't we didn't choose to leave our country and well our ancestors didn't choose to leave their country and go to these places willingly. Many of them were kidnapped and taken to the Americas and to the Caribbean islands. And to be fair, we didn't bring ourselves to these parts, so we shouldn't have to take ourselves back. Unlike you, Europeans, who have been trying to take over South Africa and God knows what other parts of Africa. You bought a ticket and went there and tried to infiltrate the people politically and intimidate the black people, use their politicians against them so that you can have access to the resources of the land and all these things. Why don't you go back to where the fuck you came from? How about you leave Africa alone and go back to your European countries where you came from? Doesn't feel good, does it? You feel disrespected, don't you? And you have committed crimes. We were victims, or our people were victims. And that's how we got into the UK and into the Caribbean and into America, most of us. We're not the same. Y'all have this big thing going on about make America white again. America was never white. It's not the white man's country. And y'all are about to find out. What I do pray is that these Indians, they go about it in a very respectful manner. Because not all white people deserve to be treated like trash. It's kind of hard to determine which ones. Because you all look the same. You have to read the book. Can't judge the book by the cover. But God will find a way. Hopefully, those of you who actually have good hearts, you'll be treated with the respect that you have earned. Mother Nature will protect you, Europeans. Protect you from the folly of your ancestors. Protect you from the criminality of your ancestors. I pray that for you. And I don't usually pray for people, because I think that everybody needs to take accountability for their own well-being. God is available to all of us, so you should learn how to pray if you've never prayed in your life. European man and European woman. Stop denying God. I don't usually pray for people. Everybody deserves to have the kind of day that they deserve. All this have a nice day. No, have the kind of day that you deserve. I like that statement. What you put into life is exactly what you should get back out of it. If you don't want it for yourself, don't give it to anybody else. Treat people how you want to be treated. New World Order. I told y'all this is the new world. This is life will never be the same. You see, just like how life was in the 60s is just a memory. How life was in the 2000s is about to be just a memory. No, 2000 and something. So we still got 2026, 27, 28, 29, 30, but 1960s, yeah, where we are transitioning from the end of an era into a new one. And this new era that we're going into as the human family is one like we have never, ever, ever seen before. Most of us have never seen anything like this, what we're about to witness. It's time for the truth to be revealed. If the truth can destroy something, it will. Because the truth will set us all free. People are not playing about their truth. Because why should I settle for less and you get more when you're taking mine? And then you have the nerve to laugh in my face and see me as less than you. That's crazy. People aren't settling for that anymore. It's not okay. This is the part of the story where every downtrodden person is ready to get up, stand for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. You see? So we're clarifying the European energy here. Stop it. I keep seeing tart and prostitute. Wow. America the whore. Whore Babylon. Boy. truth will reveal. The truth will reveal the things that are hidden, the things that they hide deep down in Babylon. The truth will reveal. The truth will reveal what's hidden in the dark. I don't make the rules. Okay. What are we doing? Okay. So, European, the subject matter is romance. Yeah. They like to romance other people things. Everything that's good. Even people. You just take our best scientists, our best doctors, our best teachers, our best engineers, our best of everything. Even though they don't like you, okay? You can be black, but if you're black and excellent, they'll pretend that they're your friend. But you're not. So don't ever fool yourself into getting comfortable around these people. As long as you remain a stepping stone, as long as you remain a doormat, the moment you choose not to be their doormat and their stepping stone anymore, the truth will reveal. The truth will reveal. Alright. We got the invest card, but it was in the reverse. Let's check it before we continue. Right. Okay. So it's in the upright. So European is clarified by invest. The underlying issue, we got underaged police. So when those two cards come out together, what does that tell you about the police? Underaged police. Somebody that's underage is somebody that's not in their full power. So the police are not in their full power. If you're underage, you're still under somebody's rulership. That's why you're underaged. Let's go. So we got transsexual. Transsexual. So trans is to transition, and sexual is communication. In this reading, the context that we should receive the sexual energy is in the exchange or the interaction between two or more, or even by yourself. It's still an interaction, okay? Intercourse. So what we got? So we got underage police, transsexual. So it's like they pass on communication. Let's see. Aging is an option. Be forever young. So they will never hold these people accountable. So basically, this is saying that the police is not policing these Europeans because they're getting paid not to. Okay? So let's read on. We got admirer and support system. Exactly. They're getting paid not to hold these criminals accountable. They probably get houses and cars. They probably get to start their own businesses. They're being paid off to remain underage or under the rulership of people who should not be ruling them. Because the police is supposed to be for the people, not for these elites. So because the police isn't doing what they're supposed to do when it comes to these criminal elites, they keep being able to do what they want with the people. Corrupt system. Their support system. Okay? So we got secret admirer, mother, and mental health coming out again behind mother. And we got self-taught, meditation, addiction, sex therapy. So what's sex therapy? Sex therapy is something that is healing. So this mother energy, and I'm getting mother nature with that. Okay? Mother nature is correcting things, and therapy is something that heals you. So communication, healing communication. So mother nature right now is tormented, mental health, because it's time for us to teach ourselves to meditate and become addicted to communicating with each other in a healing way. So this is talking about the same police that are taking payoffs, who know that they're supposed to be holding these criminals accountable for their criminality and are not. You need to learn how to interact with these criminals. You need to do your job. Let's read on. So we got Madame Gold Digger. So the Madame would be the elites, and the gold digger would be the police who are under their control. Let's read on. Infertile. That shit is about to come crumbling down. You're about to lose more. The risk is about to outweigh the reward. It's not worth it. Let's read on. So we got the sexual unfaithfulness, or not being sincere in your interactions with each other, criminality, and no protection. Collect, too old or ill, sabotage, the consistency. That's the medication. So Mother Nature is saying all you people have to do is stop being so consistent in helping these people, talking to the police who have been holding this evil empire together. Mother Nature want you to know that it's about to go downhill for you. Your best bet is to start to sabotage the consistency. That's how you fix the situation with the medication card, because medication is used to make us better. When we're ill, we use medication. So you've been collecting for a very long time. Mother Nature say with these criminals. It's time to set things all right. And if you choose to keep being a part of the problem, when Mother Nature is issuing you gonna get yours too. You're not above spiritual law. You have a moral obligation to yourself, to your creator, aka your God. I'm not talking about your parents. And to your dependents, the people who depend on you being of sound mind. To do what is right. The days of you serving these evil people is over. They are no longer your priority. The energies have shifted. I can see somebody cutting my throat. It's fine. I can see in my mind's eye somebody want to cut my throat so bad. It's okay. I've delivered the message. So to all of you law enforcement people, from the judges to the lawyers to the police, it's time for you to be less consistent in helping these criminals to escape justice, or else you are going to pay. Mother Nature wants you to know, if you don't correct it, it will. And your refusal to do what is right automatically declares what side of the law you are on. So we got teach, be the version of you that you want to be. It's time for you to be nice to yourself. It's a new day, and what worked in the past is not due to work anymore. It is now infertile. And if it is not yet infertile, it is about to become infertile, where it's going to be working against you rather than for you. You helping these criminals to escape justice is soon going to start to work against you. You can get it too. You don't know what these Indians know. You don't know who they've been watching. You don't know if they got skills like me and access to information because of their dedication to the divine and because of their innocence. You don't know what they know. You don't know what they can do. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know what they have planned for you. Y'all think you're sneaky? Y'all think you're above the law? Which law? Y'all believe that you're the only ones who are professionals in espionage? Y'all believe that you know people in such high places, and you're the only ones with the power. Big things come in small packages. Sometimes the least important person is actually something else entirely. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all are not ready for what's about to come to you. 2,000 years of planning, 2,000 years of data collection. They know all of you, even the ones who have retired. And are still getting their paychecks from the dark ones secretly. They know who you are. It was their life's work for generations to know who you are. You hurt their people. You stole their land. You stole their destiny. You stole their fortune for far too long. You helped. There's a set of Indians out there who are not pleased. Neither should they be. What was done to them was unfair and unkind. It's not right. And they deserve for it to be made right. Yeah, be nice to yourself and have an addiction to healing. Be addicted to your healing. Be addicted to making things right. Stop helping these criminal elites to get away with their wrongdoings. You've been warned. You are above the laws of the land. You're not above spiritual law. You are due some karma. Never knew that this would come back to bite you in the ass, did you? Oh, the future's gonna be so interesting, and I hope I don't miss it. I want to see. I want to see. So that what God wants us to know about the Europeans is they got the police and basically the law as their support system, and this is why they feel like nobody can stop them. They feel unstoppable because those who are supposed to be stopping them, they're taking bribes instead. But there's something else coming. Since you're not going to do your job, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay? So basically, they changed the race, meaning like they changed the allegiance, their belonging. They changed the belonging or the allegiance of the police. The police is you pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You remember that? So you don't even dedicate your career to helping the people. You dedicate your career to helping the evil. Oh boy. That's not a good choice. The Indians want their land back. 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 They say, Jesus loved the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white. Who do you think they're talking about? Red and yellow, black and white, we are precious in his sight. Jesus loved the little children of the world. Red is talking about the Indians, bro. The originals. The yellow is talking about the Asians. That would be the Chinese people and that. And we know black people is us. And the white people would be the Europeans. Change their nationality, calling their place America. All the wrong teachings that these Indians been getting, there's a set that their ancestors have kept the truth in the forefront of their minds. Just like with the Jews. That talk of world domination was always kept in the forefront of their minds. That was a plan. So, who else is planning? Why? My lip dry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Thou shalt not steal. Oh. So, sorry. Alright. So the Indians want their land back. Let's see the next message. They just turned up the fumes coming from the phone. You mad? Why you mad? You mad at me? You think me not telling this story would make it any less true? Oh, I spread the news and now more people might want to help them. How unfortunate for you. All is fair in war! Isn't it? Mm-hmm. You suffer me, I suffer you. All is fair in war. And I'm definitely not on your side, because you are about to get your ass beat. Okay, evil people? I am not going to join evil, bruv. You are about to get hooked up. Okay? Shit, you better go repent. Shit. I'm on the side of right. Good over evil. And that we say. That's why I represent. I don't represent nations. I don't represent people. I don't represent lands. I represent right over wrong. It don't matter who you are. Good over evil. It don't matter who you are. My allegiance is to correctness. My allegiance is to righteousness. That's how I keep my ass out of trouble. And that's why people like you can't really fuck with me, because I got protection because I choose righteousness. I'm where God said we should be. Blessed is the man or woman who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. But his and her delight is in the law of the Lord, and in God's law we meditate day and night, day and night, day and night. We shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Didn't they tell you? They should have told you. Or they told you but you didn't believe. Which one? Well, it's time for you to see Psalms 1 come to fruition. I don't make the rules. You want to be mad at me. Why you hurting me? If it's not me, God just gonna use somebody else. you think God need to use anybody to do this? God is connected to all of us spiritually. Eh? What hasn't happened in ever can easily happen if God chooses to. We can all go to sleep tonight and get the same fucking dream. How you gonna control that then? Be careful of the doors that you try to close on the Most High God, because you're only gonna open up. You're gonna encourage God to open up other doors that you can't fucking do anything about. You know, like it's like you have some water running and you block up the path that it's supposed to run through, but the water is so powerful it will make new path. And whereas you only had this one stream to worry about, now it poked at least 4 or 5 different exit, or maybe a massive exit. It's harder for you to control. And if you shut that up, it's still going to keep flowing and bust out. Know what you can control and what you can't. Know what you should control and what you should not. Evil man and evil woman. It will serve you well. Just because you can do it don't mean you should. Remember that. I have to be mother to you because apparently y'all didn't have good mothers. And if you say you had a good mother, then why the fuck are you like that? How did you become like this? And fathers. Evil man. Evil woman. If you want to be offended by me talking about your mother and your father, if you claim say that they were good people and I'm disrespectful for saying that you didn't have a good mother, you didn't have a good father, then why the fuck are you such a fucking menace to society? Why? Since y'all didn't have good mothers and good fathers in your lives, ta-da! Malika will lend you hers. Just for the duration of the videos. Woo. And then y'all wonder why Malika is such a winner. She got good roots. Her mama didn't raise no fool. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, at the bottom of the deck. Chicken head. who is God talking about? But the subject matter here is chicken head. What's a chicken head? Let's ask Google. I feel that's like from the black people's culture. Let's see. Sorry. Chicken head. Chicken head slang. Let's call it in slang. Yeah. A chicken head. Chicken head is an American English slang term that is typically used in a derogatory manner toward women. The term mocks the motion of the head while performing oral sex on a man, but contains social characteristics and cultural relevance as well, and is frequently heard in popular hip hop music. Oh, okay. I gotta go practice. I have to strengthen my neck, you know. Make sure I'm ready for the next time I have a man. Like it deep. Push it down. Push it all the way down. Okay. So chicken head is American English slang term that is typically used in a derogatory manner towards women or bitch made men too. Okay. And now we got men who are more of a bitch than a lot of women. Bitch made. Man boys. So chicken head is dissing somebody. A fucking idiot, basically. Okay, so let's check this card. It says unprotected sex or unprotected business practices. You know, they didn't protect themselves because this is a business reading, obviously. So let's see if it's meant to be read in the upright or in the reverse. All right. Yeah. Feel like it should be interpreted this way. Yeah. More peace like that. Okay, so it's in the upright. So we got unprotected sex. That means like bad contracts, not having enough people to defend you in like in legal matters, things like that. Okay, and then we have the madam, which would be whoever is in charge here, and we have sex therapy. So because things started off wrong when it comes to the business aspect of the Indians and the Europeans, the American Indians, the Turtle Island Indians, and the Europeans, I feel like the madam is representative of Mother Nature coming in to correct things. Okay. So notice that Mother Nature itself has been coming out a lot. Isn't I swear I have a God card in here, but it's not even saying God because God coming in like it's the masculine aspect. But Mother Nature want to be recognized as present and active in this case. And you know those Indians don't play when it comes to their connection with the earth, the air, the fire, the water, and spirit. Y'all don't know what you're fucking with. Okay. So the underlying issue is bad for business. To have not been protected in these matters. And you know what? When it comes to business matters, you shouldn't need a contract. Okay? You need integrity. If the two people going into the business matter have integrity, then there's no need for anybody to put nothing in writing. Because even when you run into hiccups in the transaction, fairness will take care of it. And everybody know what the fuck fear look like. When I say fear, I mean FAIR. Justness. You shouldn't need to put every fucking last word in writing. You should act like a man and a woman of integrity. Period. So there's no excuse for trying to cheat somebody out of what is rightfully theirs. Don't say, oh, it's their fault because they didn't read the contract. We're not trying to hear that shit. Especially when you use tactics like put big rash words in the contract that you know these people don't understand, especially when it comes to the fact that you know you're dealing with underage or people who are ignorant of these type of tips and tricks, and you've used your charming nature to make them trust you and just sign away their whatever, not reading the document. God knows if you didn't make them drunk or high or whatnot first. So all these little scamish ways that you thought would be okay to execute in getting somebody to sign over their soul or their property. Mother Nature isn't having it. It's bad for business. It's null and void. Let's read on. Bad for business. We got prostitute. So what's a prostitute? A person who has sex with many people. So this bad business practice you've used on many people. So that includes the fucking music industry and movie industry that you gave all these bad contracts to. Your crime, European people. The whole network of you, y'all fucked up. Let's read on. STDs. The dominant source here or dominant force here would be the dis-ease. You are about to inherit a lot of dis-ease. No peace. for these bad business practices. You trick these people into these contracts. You trick them out of rights to their own image, rights to their own land, rights to their own music, rights to their own money, rights to their being able to spend their money how they like. You name it. I'm just mentioning the music part so you know what the fuck is to come. You thought you were smart. Now that shit is about to catch up to you. I'm telling you, a lot of things that we haven't seen in so many years, we are about to witness them in the earth in these times. All the captives are about to be set free. All this talk about perpetual claim on people's rights to their own things. That shit is null and void, you thieving bitch. That contract is null and void. Why? Because it was executed in suspicious circumstances in the first place. That's where you fucked up. You see, if these people were completely aware of what you were doing and they agreed to it, then you would be safe. But because you were sneaky about how you were going about these contracts, the acquisition of these places and whatever else you got, that's where you fucked up. Integrity is everything. Because if you both agree to something knowingly, then even if they come back later and say they changed their mind, then something have to be worked out. If you choose to engage, then you have the right to say, man, fuck off. We already made a deal. I'm not changing. But if you trick somebody into giving you something that they never would have given you, or signing something that they never would have signed had they known exactly what they were signing, they would have never fucking signed it. And that's why you tricked them, because you thought you were being smart. And then you try and uphold that shit in the court of injustice of the land. Don't worry. The real court is in session. Let's read on. So yeah, you're about to experience a lot of dis-ease for your bad business practices. Bumbleclad, nationwide. Yeah, like I said, the music industry, the movie industry, the fucking Indians that you tricked out of their possessions, okay? The doctors, the basketball players, every fucking body is about to get you. Mother Nature is here to put things right. Y'all never saw a nation, most of us anyway, never saw a nation running on integrity before. We're about to see that. Things are about to make sense. Rent prices are about to make sense. Going to the doctor prices are about to make sense. The relationship that husbands have with their wives and wives have with their husbands about to make sense. The entertainment that we have in our midst is about to make sense. It's about to be healing. The same way that they can use all these vehicles to corrupt society and demean the people, make us depressed and depraved. It's the same way these same vehicles can be used to make life better for everybody. And that's what's about to happen. Nationwide. Let's read on. Exactly. Nationwide medication. Bitch, pay what the fuck you owe, bro. That's what we talking about. It's time. Get ready. Yeah, you're about to be educated on what love is, what the power of love can actually do. How you think them Egyptians built that all them pyramids and all that incredible shit? You think it's because they were fighting against each other, hating on each other? No, it's because there was a certain level of unity between themselves and between them and God, between them and nature. When you open up yourself and make yourself have reverence for nature and God, God open up itself to you. And that's how I can do the things that I do and amaze the fuck out to you to the point where you want to call me fake. But this shit is not fake. I'm a real one. There are no tricks for me to bring these cards up because I don't even know what God be wanting to talk about when I come into these readings. I'm just delivering the message that's coming up in the cards. I follow the instructions on how to shuffle the cards and walk them out, and that God wants to say. And that's the message that I deliver. When you open up yourself to God and the universe, it opens up itself to you. It reveals the mysteries to you. It gives power to you. You are its friend, so it is your friend. You can do incredible shit that will amaze civilizations for thousands of years to come. They'll never forget you. So you're about to learn about the power of love. You need to reciprocate their love. That's real power. Guardian, we are family. So the guardian is talking to all those people who make up society, who have the power to shape society, which is everybody, government and private. We are a family. All teachers, all doctors, all basketball players, all musicians, all actors, all writers, all mechanics, all chefs, all everybody. It's time for you to do what you're doing and do it properly. Reciprocate their love. Stop using what's the word? Criminal means to make money. Stop putting special things in your food to make it addictive and make people want to come back and buy. Stop making your bread really thin and airy so that people get hungry again shortly after. All these are illegal. They're criminal behavior. Stop selling us different types of meat and calling it something else. All that shit is about to stop. Stop taking the seeds out of the foods, out of the fruits and the vegetables. All that is dishonest. It's wrong. Mother Nature is not having it. Y'all gonna get fucked up for doing that shit. Stop fighting against farmers. Stop belittling people you feel are below you. Stop using your intelligence in a criminal way. And start using your intelligence intelligently. There's so many ways to make money by doing the right fucking thing. And too many of you are making your money by doing the wrong thing because you fucking think it's easy. And you're being forced by those who are above you to do this shit. It's time that y'all start standing up for the right. Or else you're gonna get fucked up too. We're not looking for your excuses. We're looking for action. We are a family. You are your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Y'all are being too lazy. You want somebody else to fight for you, but you don't want to stand up and fight for anybody. You don't want to sacrifice anything. You don't want to lose anything. You don't want to put your people in danger. My Malika is in danger because I do this for everybody. I'm in danger and my Malika is in danger. My daughter is in danger. Anybody close to me is in danger because of who I am and what I do. For fighting against this evil system, I put myself in danger and my daughter by extension is in danger. You think life is sweet? It's by the grace of God that we are protected. You don't want to do that for anybody, but you want somebody to do that for you. When Martin Luther King and Marcus Garvey and them was standing up, and all the other people who ever stood up against the system, all them who ever stood up against the system, they put them own self in danger. All those who helped to free the slaves, whether they were black or white, they put themselves in danger and they put their children in danger. Anybody who loved them, anybody who is close to them, they put them all in danger. It's called a sacrifice. And you know at any moment anything can happen. But we choose to do the right thing anyway. We would hope that nothing happened to ourselves or our loved ones. But the point is, somebody has to do this job. It's a fucking dirty job, but somebody has got to do it. If we all keep trying to save ourselves and save our loved ones, then we're all gonna always be bullied, belittled, always cussing life and saying how life isn't much. It's because we aren't much. That's why life isn't much. We aren't free. We aren't free to be ourselves. We have to be fighting against our conscience all day, every day, because society pushes us to do that. Those who have guardianship over society, they create the atmosphere where we have to fight against our very own self. We can't do what's right, or else we don't get as much, or we're not liked, we're cut out of society. We are suffered when we do what is right. Especially when we stand up against this horrible system. And that's not right. It's not okay. And as long as we keep sitting down and taking it, we're always going to be in this situation. It changes when we change the way we react to life, to the system. We are a disappointment to our children. That's why when you look at the news that they don't want to show us on TV, but we see on Facebook and TikTok and stuff like that, it's the children who have been standing up to these fucking terrible systems. What are we, the adults, doing? We are a disgrace. You think that you're teaching the children the right when you hide the reality of what society is from them. You think you're saving them. They got more backbone and balls than you. Do not insult the intelligence of these young children. Do not insult the capabilities of these young children. They are not like you. Thank God for that. If your child wants to do something to help us all out, you better allow them. Arm them with the knowledge that they need and send them off with your bumbleclot blessings. Because they have the courage to do what you are afraid to. Emperor Celestia, I want to show yourself like, hey, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Rastafarianism, Selassie, yeah, Rastafari. We in the motherfucking building. Represent for your side like me. Good God of my salvation, shine your light upon this your generation. Bumbo. Hey, the Emperor is showing off. The Emperor's like, Haile Selassie is medicine. Yes, you are, my darling. Yes, you are. Thank you for being my mentor, my God, my friend, my guide, my protector. I had a dream one time where I found myself in the middle of the ocean and I was surrounded by all kind of killer sea creatures like sharks and stingrays and everything that could eat me, bro. And Haile Selassie came into the water, took me out the water, put me on the boardwalk, smiled at me, and walked away. A little slice of heaven. Yeah, a little slice of heaven it was for me. I never forget that. And that's why my Facebook picture is a picture of the emperor smiling, because I want people to see this man. Well, people like me, not only to see the warrior side of the emperor, but I want them to know that he has a gentle side too. You know, life is meant to be lived in a way that we can enjoy and smile. Smiling is healing. Smiling not just from our face, but from our heart, from our soul, from our mind is healing. Because that means we're happy. Being happy is healing. I want them to see the emperor in that light. That's why I don't ever move it from my Facebook, what you call that, back. The, I don't know what you call it. There's a picture, there's a profile picture, and then there's the background picture, that one at the top. I don't ever change it. Since I changed it to that, I have not changed it back, and I don't plan on. Because we know the emperor to be uh, a politician, we know the emperor to be a king, we know the emperor to be a warrior. Mussolini dash a bomb in an Ethiopian emperor put his foot on top of the bomb that didn't explode. It was meant to explode. There's a picture going around, the emperor put his foot on top the bomber clap bomb and took a picture, bruv. Like, watch this. This was meant for us. Oh. Emperor took a picture with his foot on top the bomb, like, yo, you don't know me. I command this bomb. I am God in the flesh. I know this bomb will not explode. That's why I could come here, put my foot on it, and take a picture and send it all around the world for you and all your friends to see what you all are fucking with. Mother Nature belongs to me. That's why the emperor was crowned the emperor by all the nations in a time when they hate black people. That's why Ethiopia is unconquered. Ethiopia has never been conquered because God itself established it. Behold, Philistia and Tyre with Ethiopia. This man was born there. The Bible tells you that. Exalt him by his name, Jah. The Bible tells you that. All the years of his vow unto the Lord, he will let the locks of his hair of his head grow upon it. The Bible tells you that. Shout out to our real Rastafari outside there. We in here. We them out. We them out. We there. They say this man will go pick me crown, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of himself and light of the world. That's the Emperor, Haile Selassie. Hail Selassie. And let's not forget the Queen, Empress Menen. His equal, his female counterpart, her ladyship. I would say sorry for this being so long, but you know, there's probably nothing better in this world to do right now than to hear this type of news. I'm not sorry it's this long at all. If you want to leave, go. Some people put their TV on these mainstream news media channels to take in that garbage all fucking day. They don't ever move their TV from these news channels. We're just taking in lie after lie after lie after lie. I think the truth is refreshing, and that's what you get here. At the bottom of the deck, okay, we got Angola. So another place that the South, that the Europeans have stolen. This one is in Africa now. Okay, they've stolen this because of its riches and because of its access to the Atlantic Ocean, so they can ship their stolen goods out of Africa. It's located on the south of Africa, South Africa, where the white people them decide they're gonna go to Africa and claim as their own. It's starting to make sense now. Well, go back to where you come from. Why don't you go back to Africa? Why don't you go back to... Why don't you get out of Africa? I didn't think so, so shut the fuck up. We would love to go back to Africa, actually. So, after this one, we're gonna stop the video. We got 2 more decks, but I don't think we need that. Okay, so let's check this before we start. Make sure we interpret it the way it should be. Okay. So they're all in the reverse. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Okay. And then this one. So we got Jefferson 5 is in the reverse. And the Jefferson cards in this deck is Secret Agent. They call the Secret Agents Jefferson. When I was making this card, the name came to me. When I was making this deck, I made this deck with the Most High, and God said to call the Secret Agents Jefferson. Okay? And I made 6 Jefferson cards because there's a lot of secret agents everywhere. I'm sure there's more than that. But God made me make 6 for this deck. So we got Jefferson 5 in the reverse. So that means if there's a Jefferson 5, there's a 1, 2, 3, and 4 somewhere. Okay? My nose. Hey, hold on. And we have the firmament also in the reverse. So what I'm getting with this is stabilization. Jefferson 5 isn't sturdy. Okay? Your secret agent, they're European. He or she is not sturdy. And I'm hearing he. Ooh. He dressed as a she. Well, she's position is not sturdy. God want you to know that. And we got rubber in the reverse. So whatever is coming is not going to bounce off of them. It's going to stick. Because rubber make things bouncy. Okay? You throw something at rubber, it's going to just bounce off. But in the reverse, it's going to stick. You think that they're rubber. You think that they'll be able to escape whatever is about to come to them. But they will not. So your Jefferson 5, who is probably stationed in Angola or somewhere around South Africa, is in danger. The next card that came out is Africa. He who is masquerading as a she is in danger. Okay? Just so you know. Oh gosh. So now we have the underlying issue is Prince Emmanuel. That's the high priest. Okay. Emperor Haile Selassie passed over all his documents and stuff to this man, the Rastaman that was in Jamaica on Bobo Hill, Emmanuel Charles Edwards. You know when they say Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari? That's the son, aka Emmanuel, as is spoken of in the Bible. They said to call his name Emmanuel and they called his man Jesus. Whatever happened to the name Emmanuel? I don't know. Okay, let's read on. So Emmanuel is iron like a lion in Zion. So Emmanuel want you to know me there. Because apparently he disappeared and they don't know where he went to. Haile Selassie disappeared and they don't know where he went to. Marcus Garvey, the prophet, he disappeared and they don't know where he went to. But they made up all type of story to make people believe that these people were regular people who died. You can't kill God. God can't dead. Duh. So we got the prophet. Jefferson 3. We got Muslim. Oh shit. And we got potassium. What did it mean again? What did we get from this? So the potassium, it came out with Antarctica. It was saying that it brought comfort or something like that. It like helped to calm things and make things run smooth. That's what the potassium energy was about. So the Muslim, yeah, is making things run smooth. So we got Prince Emmanuel is saying that it's still solid. He is still solid. Okay? He's not in spirit. He's rock hard. You can touch him. Okay? So we got a prophet and Jefferson. So this is a good Jefferson now. So God's secret. So Jefferson 3 is a prophet. And if there's a 3, that means there's a 1 and 2 somewhere. Okay? It's a prophet and they are Muslim and they are here to bring comfort and set things right when it comes to Africa, Angola specifically. Okay? Let's read on. So we got Air, Islam, Pastor, and Imam. It's all about righteousness in these times, my dear. They are speaking words, or he or she is speaking words of righteousness. And he or she can communicate with a wide range of people because the truth is just the truth. Love is love. God is love. It's not about a Muslim versus nothing or this versus that. No, we are God's people. One love. You know, let's read on. Exactly. This person is a saint. Chemical United Nations. So this person is here to unite the nations. And we got the Jefferson 1. Is a person. Okay. Is the emperor himself. Okay. So we got the India land. Oh, good God. India land. They crazy. They are crazy. I know that there's a lot to unpack in this one, but the people of India land, and that would be not. This isn't the Turtle Island, aka American Indians or Indian Americans. Is a Black American. Nah, it's American Indian. Okay. So it's not talking about those people, it's talking about India because this is connected to Africa now. So the actual Indian region that is attached to Africa, it's like God just wants them and everybody to know that they're fucking crazy. They are drunk. They're not seeing things straight when it comes to the India land. I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of shit that's about to happen. Africa is for the Africans. Everybody want to move into Africa and take a little piece or take a big piece and then treat the Africans as though we are utter trash. While you're taking our land, taking our resources, taking our best workers, taking everything that's good from us. And then swear to all who would listen that we're just trash. God says y'all are drunk. We got Russia and Antarctica, Christianity. So, when it comes to Russia and Antarctica, God wants us to know that they're trying to uphold the faith. It may not be Christianity, but these religions or all religions basically speak of having a good relationship with the divine. So Russia and Antarctica, they're trying to uphold righteousness as best as they could. That's all we all can do. India, we gonna take it up about the land in the future. But God says you're fucking crazy. To be drunk and intoxicated is to be out of your right mind. We'll deal with that in the future. So yeah, so Jefferson 1 is the emperor. And the emperor want you to know that land that you call in India, you need to stop lying to yourself. And I agree. And so does the map. Because if the land is connected to another land, then it's one land. All of you people who've been stealing and fighting against each other for fuckery, y'all are about to stop it. Because Mother Nature is about to make herself known. Y'all think that your bombs and your weapons and your rumors and your what do you call that thing when they talk and tell lies about people? Rumors is different, not gossiping. Propaganda. And your false education. You think that all that shit is going to save you from what's about to come to you. It's not. The world is about to know exactly who belong where, what belong to who did what. It's judgment time. Make sure that you are found on the right side of God's law. If you know better, you better do better, or else be ready to pay the price for your helping the criminals. You're an accomplice. You do the crime, you're going to do the time. That's all we want to tell you. So, as I move my chicken head, I need to practice for when my husband come. Just strengthen the neck. I need to make some mouth guards for like teeth. So when you're giving oral sex, he can be safe. The teeth won't get in the way at all, and you can just go ham. We're going to invent some mouth guards for oral sex specifically. They have to be thin and flexible, but still lock on the teeth when we're doing what we're doing. Can't be falling off in the middle of the operation. But they have to be. But I guess once they not too thin though, can't be too thin. But yeah, if y'all decide to steal that idea, don't worry. When I see them, I'm gonna buy one because I want one. In fact, I might buy several. I might give them out as Christmas presents when I get some friends, because I don't have no friends right now. I'll give my daughter one. I'll give my daughter one for Christmas or something, so she and her boyfriend can go and have fun. I'll make sure I save at least two of them for myself, just in case one of them get brutalized. Cause you know, friction it damages things. So yeah, you have to get prepared. You know, you have to make the body strong. Well, that is for a man who deserve it. Cause most of the man them, they don't deserve no good oral sex. They be wanting it, but they don't be deserving it. You know. So hopefully God give me a man who deserves it, so he can throw it down in my neck back, down in my neck back. Cause I don't want it in my mouth. Okay, do not orgasm in my mouth. I think that's disgusting. But if you throw it down my throat, then I can just swallow. Swallow la la. Wow. Anyway, my people, thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, we're gonna be out of your hair. Until next time, my lovelies.